Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Metaphor Fantazio. Last time, we spent a few days here in Brylehaven, just hanging out with some people and completing some quests, facilitating more bonds, and working towards our role of virtues by arguing it out with people in the evening time. Today, we begin our infiltration of the Sky Runner. Not yet, maybe there's spaceships, who knows? The Sky Runner Caradrius. Now, I'll go ahead and note right now, if you are following along and have done all of these side missions here in the Brylehaven arc, as I have done before doing the Caradrius, this will make an already pretty easy segment of the game even easier. So I'm going to enjoy kind of experimenting, but I'll still be making sure to do as many optimal strategies as I can just to show them off, but I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with this, I'll be perfectly honest. Anyways, as always, just if you want to buy items to set up for stuff, perfectly fine. I've already bought all the gear that should be necessary, so I'm going to be heading straight to the Warship Harbor, towards the Caradrius. Now, as you might expect from all of the introductions we got while we were hanging out with Fidelio and Basilio, the Caradrius is obviously very well maintained and has a tight security system. So unlike the Regolith Grand Cathedral and the Kraganta Castle, infiltrating this dungeon is going to be a little different than other areas. And if you are a fan of a certain Persona game, you might feel a little bit more at home here. But we'll get into that when we get into it. Let's go. We've got to secure a route to Luis's private quarters. That's the only way we're going to get our hands on that curse formula.
What do you think?
Should we sneak into Luis's Gauntlet Runner? Yes.
Then
Let's proceed carefully. We don't want to raise any suspicion. That we don't. So I'm going to do that by talking to literally every NPC.
So?
Alright, you know the plan. The formula is deep within this stronghold. We have to get it somehow. Our lives are forfeit the moment they discover our true intentions. It would be wise to gather information from the other soldiers. The crew quarters are just down this way and to the right. Let's make our way there.
Alright.
Talking to all the soldiers isn't necessarily required, but, I mean, I will say right now, the Caradrius is a one-time dungeon. After this arc, we will not be going back here because, well, we will have the formula, right? Prince will be saved. So we don't need that, so might as well talk to the soldiers while we're here. That damn sergeant gave me a hell of a proper beating. He barely recognized me own face anymore. Your brains ain't have the muscles enough, he said. I'm just out here trying to do right by Lord Luis. Hey, just wait. Just wait. One day I'll catch that bastard when he's sleeping and make sure he doesn't ever wake up. Ooh, okay, well, meritocracy, army, probably does feel like this, I bet. The other day, I walked into the maintenance chief's room by mistake. That mule-headed bastard shouted at me until he was hoarse, he did. He was furious. He was just worried about the times leaving his old arse behind. That's where he's anxious about all the spies Forden has about these days. But it's true, we heard about a bunch of other assassins or would-be assassins attempting to take Luis's life. We are definitely not the first. Oi, mate, did you hear? That Master Sergeant, you know, the drunk, well, he got absolutely smashed, then took out an enemy Gauntlet Runner with a cannon. He never misses a chance to fight, does he? Maybe it's because he never lost. He'd be a force to be reckoned with if he could put down the bottle. Maybe the drunkenness is what gives him his strength. Hey, new guy, no love it about. The chief ain't shy about reprimanding the reprobates, or worse. Lost count of all the poor sods he's tortured to death in just the last year, and you never see him coming. Hey! So straighten up. Over here, I had Juna sing the other day, and instantly fell for her. Just couldn't help it. No wonder Lord Luis is with a woman like that. Our ranks host some downright obsessive fans of the songstress, and first and foremost among them has got to be the helmsman. Ooh, okay. We got a lady lover at the helm, I see. All right, well, let's just follow Gallica's advice and head over to this quarters here, or these quarters.
This place.
All right. Send a ladder with style. I'm sure that'll show all of the red and white clads. Don't even think about going into the back room. It's off limits to bottom rung grunts like us. Sneaking in. That's a good one. Come off it, mate. Those guards aren't letting you through. Why are we talking about sneaking in to people? Aren't we trying to be sneaky ourselves? Come on, Will, you can do better than that.
what the hell?
You the rookie? Hate to be the one to break it to you, but no one here is going to take it easy on you because you're a kid. I'm 18. Well, Will is 18. I'm not 18. I'm older than that. You seized your role, then you perform it with your own 2 hands. That's how Lord Luis does things. Okay, well, good to know. I already knew that, but good to have reassurance. I heard about you lot. You're the new recruits. To be one of us, you've got to put your life on the line for Lord Luis. If you so much as think of double-crossing us, well, it'll be the last thought you've had. Okay, well, good to know. What about you, tired soldier? You see the way the Magnus brothers zipped up that ladder? You see the way those Magnus brothers zipped up the ladder? Would love to do the same, I gotta tell you. Sick of all this damned grunt work. Soon enough, though, we'll be doing something worthy of the sergeant's attention. Then we'll get to work in these cushy areas further inside. Okay, so the Magnus brothers haven't been around for very long, but they rose up to Luis's right-hand men pretty fast.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll find it useful.
White Hawk wings. That's actually a really cool sounding weapon. 220 attack power, bow that bones in on targets like a relentless hawk. Can be purified at a church. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Hey there, fellers.
Oi.
Halt! Where do you think you're going? You lot of the new recruits I've been hearing about, aren't you? Rank and file ain't allowed in restricted areas. Don't make me repeat that.
Oh no.
Really? Why are they restricted? Because that's the rule. That's why. It's for ranking officers only, like Sergeant Xanth. You've got no business going back to his quarters. So if you're all caught up, get your ass back to your post. Come back if you manage to make a name for yourself around here.
What the?
Sergeant Xanth. Isn't he that hulking brute that got in our faces earlier? So he's the one in charge of the crew quarters area. It would be a fool's errand to try and convince these obstinate guards to let us pass. Perhaps our fists would make a more compelling argument. Right here? Right now? No! If you make a scene here, then we'll get found out instantly. We have to think of another way. How might we stay out of the guard's sight?
I see.
If they ever leave their post, perhaps that's when we could slip in. Maybe other soldiers around here might note something. Let's ask around.
Then
Oi! How about you and me have a drink here tonight? We don't get any real breaks, so nothing beats getting hammered to hell and back, you know? Couldn't hurt to invite the 2 door guards along as well. Heard one say they brought some of the good stuff that day. Okay. I saw the guards giving you a hard time, you know. They aren't all as bad as it goes. Just a little drink in them and they'll warm right up to you. Okay, I'm liking where this is going. I'm picking up what you're dropping. Guards chased you off? Of course they did. They're not gonna let a little kid like you take you seriously. The rookie's gotta make a name for himself, you know? Give the rest of us a reason to remember your face. I mean, you don't really... I can't even remember your faces. You all have the same one. Honestly, I should be doing this whenever talking like a guard.
Come on.
You want to get into what, huh? You're bored, ain't you? You don't want to get into it, Henry. Oh, wait till you can sneak in with the guards in around. I see you should have taken a foothold on you.
What should we do?
Because that's definitely what they would sound like with those helmets. So, what's the next course of action? It would seem that there are indeed some cracks within their vigilance. I've got an idea. Just watch. Idea? What are you playing, Stroll? Let the men cook. You again. I'm only gonna say this once more. You're not allowed back there.
No.
Sir, I wouldn't dream of going back there. You must understand. I only came back to talk to you, to learn from an esteemed senior crewmate. Huh? You wanna do what now? Well, you do seem like a stand-up chap.
That reminds me.
I've heard you've got quite a discerning palate. Think I might join you for a drink or two? I could learn a lot from someone of your pedigree. Oh, why didn't you tell me that before you were a fellow connoisseur? Well, my shift's not quite up yet, but what the hell, one drink couldn't hurt.
Yes.
whoa.
Wow, Stroll actually did it. Nobles really do know how to schmooze.
All right.
We should seize the opening. Go, now! Hold a moment. We stand out if we move as a group. And we know precious little about what's beyond the door. I believe this calls for reconnaissance. One of us ought to go ahead and scout. Once they've assured the area is clear of prying eyes, they can call for the rest to follow. Agreed? It is a sound plan. So it raises the question, who will we send out?
What do you think?
Well, Captain, I mean, Ismay is the smallest, so it seems reasonable.
That's fine.
Ah, superb! Clandestine operations are my forte, after all. And yet Luis employs nary a UG beyond yourself. Should you be spotted, will you be able to maintain our deception?
Sure.
She's right. If you got spotted, we wouldn't be able to talk our way out of it. This might be one situation where you stand out too much, Ismay. Then it would seem that scouting duty is not for me. We should think further on our
What do
choice.
you think?
Well, I mean, If I go, I'm an Elda. I would stand out just as much. But also, I can only control Will, so this makes sense. Now that's reassuring. I have full confidence in your abilities. I agree with Heisme. You'll undoubtedly succeed. I hate to burden you with further responsibilities, but you are the best suited for the task.
Right?
And besides, it's your job to grab the curse's formula anyway. No need to fear. I'll be with you all the way. Sounds good. Poor Stroll having to get all cozy and nice with those white clouds over there. He's fine. Might as well make the best of it. Got all the heist music here. Let's go.
All right.
I hope you realize this will be the tough part. That room up there is Sergeant Xanth's, and he's in charge of this area.
What should we do?
And it looks like there's a decent amount of guards around. Now, how should we secure a route without getting noticed? Let's knock out the guards.
All good.
Nice and clean. I like the sound of it. It's a little mean, but they don't leave us much choice. They're in Luis's employ. We shouldn't be feeling bad about this. Once we knock out all the guards, our infiltration route will be secure. Then we can get safely everyone in here. You need to get closer to the guards without them noticing you, and ambush them from behind and knock them out. I'll help you with my face sight too. If we work together, we'll get this done in no time. There are guardsmen patrolling the inside of the Caradrius. If you enter their field of vision, you will be captured. You don't want that. Without being seen, approach the enemy from behind and catch them off guard by pressing X to stun them. You can also use L2 face sight for a wider view. Now, with the aid of face sight, stun all enemies to secure an infiltration route for your allies. All right, let's go.
Watch out.
All right, so generally speaking, just go behind the people, push X, stun them. Nice clean chop to the neck. Hopefully not fatal, but I don't know if Will knows his own strength. Let's go up here to this ladder, grab this item. Try to grab as many of these things as you can, because again, we want to minimize backtracking as much as possible.
Let's do it.
Using face sight will zoom out the map so we can see a little bit more of what we're working with here. And I wish that was just the sight the entire time, but I understand why they probably didn't want that. Okay, let's dash back up to the ladder here and take this ladder down.
Yep.
This guard is patrolling back, so I can go over here. Ah. Hopefully that guard did not hear us. Great job, you pulled it off. Over here. Pap.
All right.
Well, that's all of them. Bet all those guards weren't expecting to clock out this early. Xanth's quarters are in the back. I'll go call everyone over.
Can I cut in?
Hang on a second. Let me see if I can sense anybody inside. Someone's in there. And they're alone. Now's our chance.
Then
And let's take care of him quickly. The guard from earlier is probably still passed out drunk, but a commotion would bring others running. I need to obtain the key for that Sergeant Xanth holds in order to secure an infiltration route to Luis's room. We need 8 days. We have 8 days to do this, but we're gonna do it right now, obviously. Let's take care of him before we get found out and this whole plan goes belly up. We don't know much about Xanth, so be ready for anything. We could do stuff with, you could go and do the Caradrius, stuff from the Informant. I actually did not do that, so we'll discuss Xanth and I will describe him in detail here. What's there to go over? We know nothing about Xanth. Maybe we should have asked an informant. I want to wait real fast, and I want to set up some builds. So Sergeant Xanth is a bit of an interesting fellow. He has a particular weakness to ailments. So these throwing ailments, like the stunning arrow or poison stinger, can come in handy when dealing with him. When it comes to my build, I don't really think I need to do too much to adjust things, because I'm going to be doing something that is probably a little weird. I want to showcase how ailments are useful, but I'm going to be doing something a little silly just because I want to. Anyways, the main thing that you want to make sure to have is Assassin with Assassinate.
Ready?
I'll go into details why in a second. Let's go.
Yep.
And what the blazes do you think you lot are doing? I don't recall clearing the rank and file to set foot in here. Wait, I recognize you. You're the little runts from before. Well, it's no wonder you haven't got any manners. You've just bought yourselves 10,000 push-ups!
no.
Oh, no, sir. We're here on business. Yes, a very official business.
What's the meaning?
Business, he says. Spit it out, then. I'd love to know what business a bunch of wet-behind-the-ear recruits have with Sergeant Xanth. We wish to borrow a key from you. You do possess a key that grants access to the area beyond this one, correct?
Come again.
Oh, and I expected a better story than that. You think I'm stupid enough just to hand my key over? We beg your leniency, sir. As we are new to Luis's service, we wish to familiarize ourselves with this runner in hopes of better performing our duties. Well, if you were half as clever as you are bold, you'd know power is everything around here. And I've got no mind to entertain requests from boot scrapers. You want in that door, you better have the guts to back it up. Get this through your thick skulls. Weaklings have no business in Luis's army. So, to put it another way, if we show you how powerful we are, you'll lend us the key.
What's this?
Are you daft? You must be, if you're challenging the mighty Sergeant Xanth. Damn right we are. Huh, bold and stupid. You don't seem to value your lives very much, do you? No matter, I'll beat some sense into you.
You there?
It's clear you ain't gonna learn nothing unless it hurts, so I'm gonna straighten you out like a smithy on a sword by clanging your heads together. How fortuitous for us then. We have our own business to attend to after all. We shan't be defeated here.
Let's do it.
We need to take him down before the guards outside wake up, and we're dead meat. Let's wreck him.
Draw it.
I'm gonna tan your hides, greenhorns. You'll think twice before disobeying me again. All right, Sergeant Xanth.
We're in deep trouble if we let him call his allies. Strike fast and take him out before he can do anything.
Now, show me what you can do. On guard.
Crush Xanth in 3 turns or less. All of the bosses inside of the Skyrunner Caradrius have this limitation. We have to beat every boss in here in 3 turns or less. Sergeant Xanth, as I said, is a special case. He's weak to ailments. This is something the informant would tell you if you were to, obviously, use that. For example, let us use the Stunning Arrow.
I was saving this.
Now he's paralyzed. We can't do
No
anything.
holding back.
We can do a lot of funny things, but we're just gonna do a Formation of Vigor. My general strategy here is to just paralyze him or poison him and then just beat the ever-living crap out of him. But there's also something else that you can do. If you have Heisme and you have Assassinate, 1-hit kill is technically considered an ailment. Guess what he's weak to? Now, unfortunately, you still have to wait for it to land, but I think it would be really funny if we just try and one-shot him. Obviously, this is not guaranteed to work every time, but yeah, there we go. Second try.
Not bad.
Immediately instant killed. I wanted to get Assassinate just for that singular purpose.
Okay.
All right, level 34 with Will. We'll put this on. I think we'll keep doing magic.
Such strength.
Ugh, beaten by half-wit little shites. Can't believe this. And what in the hell was that magic? Powers like that with no igniter. Doesn't make any damn sense. I consider our strength amply demonstrated. Now then, the key.
What?
No, I refuse. You're mad if you think I'm handing it over. You know, I wonder what Lord Luis would have to say about you losing to half-wit little shites. Doesn't seem very becoming of an officer of your station. Now does it? Oh, wait. I get it, all right? I'll lend you the key. Just keep your bloody mouth shut. Thank you. All right? You are not to breathe a word of this to Lord Luis, or to any of the other soldiers. Sorry, but are you still barking orders? Did you forget that we just wiped the floor with you? Whatever, come on, let's just use this and get to the crew quarters.
All right.
Alright,
Nice.
got the key. Now we can get to the next area. Let's hurry. Perfect. Oh, he was a tough one. Makes me worry for what's next. He was not tough. We literally one-shot him. It's fine.
What?
It was a mere stroke of luck that allowed you to defeat the great Xanth. So if you know what's good for you, you'll not be spreading any nasty rumors about this, you hear? I don't need your pity, so don't give me that look. Leave already. No loitering. Well, at least he's right about no loitering. Okay, so there is this door right over here. I used the Sergeant's Magla key.
Right.
We got the authorization. We can get to more places now. We can go back over to the crew quarters. Just a nice way of circling back through everything. Not bad at all. All right, let me back through. Thank you. All right. If you missed any items, be sure to go grab them. If not, you'll be okay. Let's move forward.
Pushing forward.
Security seems light here. Let's keep moving. Sounds good to me. Hey, what's up, Stroll?
Here.
This lift should get us back to the entrance. We ought to be able to get him moving with Xanth's key. All right, so this takes us back to the entrance. Sounds good. And here's the Magla Hollow and our party members. It would seem the soldiers utilize this room for breaks. We may rest safely here. So that's our equivalent of the Magma Hollow. Good to know. Luis's private quarters are still ahead of us. We must go further still. Let's make sure to enter this so it's on our fast travel marks, otherwise it won't be, which is always unfortunate. I have a story about that I will be talking about later, whenever we get to it. It's not for this dungeon, but there's a dungeon later where I heavily regret not grabbing a certain Magma Hollow. I'm sure people who have beaten this game can probably assume what it is. Alright, with that done, let's move forward. Path diverges.
Got a sec?
Looks like it splits into a starboard corridor and a larboard corridor. Either one will take us further in. There's a different area altogether beyond these corridors, so we'll need to find another key if we want to keep moving. Whether we choose port or starboard, we shall need to obtain a key from whoever is designated overseer of this area.
Truth is,
About that, I know their names. Those guards told me everything I wanted to know a few drinks in. First is Kaiba, a maintenance chief. Down the starboard corridor. I think it's actually Kaiba or Saba. I'm gonna go with Kaiba because I think it sounds funnier. He's a stubborn bastard with no sense of humor to speak of, but he's a first-rate engineer. Kind of flying blind in regards to Kaiba, so we'll prepare the best we can. Who knows what he'll hit us with. Down the port corridor is Master Sergeant Gleckham. There are whispers that he's gone mad. Best to expect he'll put up a fight. The mad Master Sergeant Gleckham. Well, we've got no information on this guy either, other than he's, well, mad. Obviously, you'll get other dialogue, depending on whether or not you have the informant's information, but I didn't really think it was necessary since these fights they don't last very long, and I have very specific strategies for them. We don't know a lick about either of them. We really are taking shots in the dark, aren't we? We could head back, see if we can find an informant who knows anything of use, just to ensure we've done everything in our power to prepare. The decision's yours, Captain.
So?
I don't think that's necessary. Regardless, going through here closes the distance to Luisa's corridors. Let's be careful just with how we approach this. The captain and I will go first, like we always do. First, we focus on taking out the guards, and... A moment, please. I cannot continue to burden you with both the task every time. What if I performed reconnaissance on starboard corridor myself?
If so,
If we are delegating tasks, then I would not miss the opportunity to be of use either. Leave scouting the port corridor to me.
Really?
Really? That'd be great! I feel a lot better knowing you two would be out there. I'll stay put and keep an eye on our rear. Let me know as soon as you've cleared the way. Alright, sounds like a plan. Stay on your toes, everyone.
All right.
Okay, now that just leaves us. We can go down either corridor, so it's your call. So this is an interesting thing here. Actually, I'll finish the dialogue. There's a different fight at the end of the starboard and port corridors.
What do you think?
Alright, you do not have to go through both routes. You can pick one, and it will end the route. You do not have to go through both. You can decide if you want to. I will be picking both routes. However, for our first decision for the day, let's go to the starboard.
then
I shall scout the starboard corridor. I most certainly welcome your aid. Let's do the starboard corridor first.
Ready?
The starboard corridor is just ahead. Ready? To be perfectly honest, I think larboard, yeah, Final Fantasy 14 brain there. I think the port corridor is actually the easier of the two if you just want to do one of them. But I like the starboard corridor a little bit more, at least for the boss fight. And I want to show off both of them, and I think this has a more interesting encounter. When it comes to the actual navigation of these areas, they're all pretty similar, basically just mirrored zones. So it's not too exciting, but it'll be fine. Look, Kaiba's corridors. He's the maintenance chief, and apparently he's in charge of this area. Security's really tight here. No way they're just gonna let us waltz through. Wait, oh, it's Heisman. Good. I was hoping we'd find him while he was scouting around. Let's rendezvous.
Okay.
So listen, the deal's the same as before. We knock out all the guards and clear a path for everyone. Sneak up on the guards, then ambush them from behind in order to stun them.
Go.
I'll help you out with my face sight this time too. All right, let's get to work. Okay, so obviously there's an exit. There's a door right over there. That door is locked. I'll just tell you right now. We have to go in and see if we can't take down these guards. Show me your true form. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Well, at least he's knocked out. We didn't rip off his helmet or anything. Let's make sure south is safe. Yeah, we're good. Climb up here. I kind of like this. The Skyrunner Cradrius is, from a lot of people that I've talked to who play Metaphor, this is usually considered to be their least favorite segment of the game, or just kind of their weakest segment. Not because it's bad, but just it's kind of meh. I actually really enjoy the Brylehaven arc and the Cradrius dungeon, especially because it doesn't really overstay its welcome. This dungeon is not very long, and it's just a nice change of pace. It's very different from every other dungeon in the game. It's just kind of fun to do something different for a little bit. Yeah, it's not the greatest thing since sliced bread, but I'll take it. Wait, we'll get caught if we get any closer. Wouldn't it be better if we asked Heisme for help? Yes, and could you use Face Eye permanently, Gallica? That'd be really nice. There we go. I have just learned today that if you just hold left trigger, she will hold it the entire time. You learn something new every day. I've been studying this game and researching stuff, and I did not know this until just now. Wonderful. Okay, obviously that guard is not available. We want to take this guy out, I think. Alright, so let's wait for him to move. Come on. This segment's a little rough when it comes to pacing. Okay, there we go. Pop.
Okay then.
On to the next one. Okay, no ladder over here, but there's one over here. We want to take this. I think this just goes back to the door, doesn't it? Okay, that's fine. All right, now let's go rendezvous with Heisme. I think we have to go through this corridor, go up from here. I think we go south now? Yeah, there we go.
All right.
There you are. I was beginning to think you might not show. Only a joke? Let me guess the situation. We're at a loss for how to best surmount these obstacles, yes? They're not leaving us any openings. Any ideas? Haha, I should say so. Watch and learn, my young friend. This is my specialty.
What?
Heisme, are you nuts? Was that it?
Don't move.
Must have been the wind. An intruder! Bollocks. I lost him. Well, he's gotta be close by. I'll find him.
Look,
Here come the guards. Now we can get behind them.
let's do it.
Okay. Now we can head back down. I think we'll be able to catch them off here. Yeah, no problem.
This.
Drop down. No way he's gonna be right whenever I turn around, right? Are you going up? No, you're going down. Perfect. Up.
I knew it.
Great job, you pulled it off. Okay, there should be one more guard.
Okay.
Trying to make sure I don't get caught. Okay, there's the guard. I can just come around here and pop.
All right.
Piece of cake. All right, let's meet back up with Heisme.
Impressive.
That does it for those fools. A grand success. We owe you big time, Heisme. Nobody does it quite like you. Haha, you flatter me. To be of assistance is all I can hope for. I leave the rest in your capable hands. Don't worry, Heisme, you're gonna be important too, as you waddle away. All right, let's get this wrapped up.
Hang on.
Whoa, where are you going? We still gotta clear out the guards? I still have more? Where was I missing guards? Oh, he's standing up there on the balcony. How could I have missed him? Well, we did clear out this area, which means I can go up the ladder here. I think this should lead us back over to... Nope, it did not. How do I get... Okay, there's still those guards right there. Gotta find a way around to him. Okay, looping back around over here. Oh my god, I almost got found out. Oh, I did get found out. You get found out, you do get in a fight. It's not that big of a deal, though. We're just gonna health thrust you. I'm weak to it right now, which kind of sucks, but I'll be okay. I'm gonna send this man to God. I'm gonna send this man to God. Oh, never mind. I actually might die. Never mind. I'm fine. He was stupid. He didn't hit me with a physical attack. We're good. We're good. I win these. Don't mind the sound of thunder and lightning, guys. Just go about your day.
Yeah.
Don't mind that. Okay.
Yep.
Now we can go up the ladder. And pop. Alright, cool. And we're done. Some of these guards are snoring. Guess it made them comfortable. Anyway, we secured our infiltration route, so we're good to go. Let's call everyone and go over to Kaiba's quarters. Oh, my item, no! I'll be fine, I'll get it on the way back. Here it is. Wonder what his setup looks like. Okay, he's alone. We can make it if we move right now. Sounds good. Okay, so Kaiba is an interesting fellow. There's two things that I think you should do. You can do one or the other. So let's wait. We don't know anything about him, but I'll go ahead and spoil his secret right now. He is weak to all forms of physical damage. However, He likes to put up physical repel barriers. There's a few ways around this. You can either use, come on, I know I have some, matter break hammers, which can dispel Tetrakarn. We found these a few times throughout dungeons, and there was one that a Luis guard actually gave us. Oh no, it was the Kruganta Castle guard in Martira who gave us a matter break hammer. That's the reason why I wanted to go and grab it in the first place. You can use these to dispel Tetrakarn, or you can go with Seeker and use Tetra Break. Now, in this situation, I'm actually going to go ahead and study Magic Seeker here and inherit Tetra Break onto Will, just so we can mess around with it. I'm not going to be talking too much about Magic Seeker because in reality, this is literally just Seeker but slightly stronger. So, not really anything too exciting here. I'm going to go ahead and inherit Tetra Break onto Will just because I want to make use of this skill at some point. And because this guy is weak to physical damage, I don't really have any crazy physical attacks for Will, but I do have gold attack somewhere. There it is. Go ahead and take that, and we'll use that. That's okay. Other than that, I would suggest bringing in some folks that will do some crazy physical damage. So maybe we can work with probably Pugilists, and we'll keep Heisme on Assassin for now. We'll be able to get some synthesis skills going off. We'll be okay. Okay.
Ready?
This is about the time where I feel like the golden EP starts to fall off in terms of damage output, so let's use it one last time before we have to drop this weapon.
Get out of here!
I told you, Pillox, I'm in the middle of something! For the last time, bugger off before I... Oh, you're not from my division. In fact, I don't recall ever having seen your faces before. Who's your commanding officer? You are. I know my own crew, and they are for damn sure know to shut their stupid gobs around Maintenance Chief Kaiba. You're not soldiers at all, are you? You're mistaken, I assure you. We were recruited with some measure of haste. We aren't sure who to report to. One more chance. What could be so urgent that recruits feel the need to distract me while I'm busy trying to keep this girl running? Any more quips or jabs, and they'll be hell to pay.
The truth is...
Actually, we would humbly request a favor. We ask that you lend us the key to progress further inward.
What was that?
Lend you the key! I get that right? How is it that you morons continue to so grievously misunderstand your place here? Let me fill you in, seeing as you're new. The area past this is the bridge, yeah? The brains of the Caradrius, yeah? Let me put it in terms you'll understand. Off limits to fresh meat. Please, we ask for your understanding. The Caradrius is the finest gauntlet runner in the entire kingdom. It's a very rare privilege to have the opportunity to see her every corner. Oh, so you lot actually appreciate her for a remarkable vessel she is. You've got a good eye, I'll give you that, but the answer's still no. Everywhere's lousy with sneak thieves these days, you see? Everyone's got the stink of Forden about them. Can't just go letting anybody through, hardly knowing where they come from now. How is everything? That's the code here, no? Perhaps we battle and let the results decide. You really looking to pick a fight with me? Ha! You're no better than any thief then, are you? You want to dance? Then we'll dance. Make your peace now, maggots. It'll be too late once you're in hell. We've survived a dance or two with death before. We won't see our streak broken with you.
Let's do it.
We'll beat him before the guards outside wake up, just like we did with the others. Let's get this over with quick. You think I'm a stubborn son of a bitch? Wait until you see my magic. I'm as solid as the Caradrius' chassis. It'll be a laugh to watch you sprogs bust your skulls trying to break through. I forgot to move Hulkenberg over to Magic Knight. It'll be okay.
Insolent little thief! Behold my defensive arms!
He might be stalling for time so he can call for help. This could get dangerous if you don't beat him fast.
Here I come, you brazen crooks! This is the price of your greed!
Crush Kaiba in 3 turns or less. Mage Wall.
Real magic!
This makes him immune to. This makes him repel physical attacks. However, again, we have Tetra Break. In the meantime, we are just going to pass over, and we are going to pass over, and then we are going to pass over. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make this work with Tetra Break here. Okay, Tetra Break. All right, then we're gonna do. We'll do Lurking Nightblade.
Are you prepared?
And then we will do Crushing Fist.
Keep it up,
And then we gotta figure this out. I guess you can poke him. Mage wall again. He only has one press turn action, and if you keep removing his wall, he will only ever put up his wall, making it to where he does not do any crazy damage to you. Okay, Matter Break Hammer.
Time to go a fit. No.
Bring him into the front. Crushing Fist. 592 damage. Hulkenberg. Actually, what I'm gonna have you do is use a Corrosive Acid. Will, since you're a physical attacker right now, we can use Horse-Drawn Carnage. Do some strike damage. Hit him pretty hard. We can then use Assassinate. Decent damage. Ending off with Crushing Fist. Yeah, there we go.
Has my age caught up to me?
No, you just have a very predictable moveset, my guy. Level 34 with everyone except for Heisme. For Heisme. Strength and Agility for Stroll. Magic and Endurance for Hulkenberg. Strength and Luck for Heisme.
Impossible.
Bloody feckin' Sprogs. My defenses were solid steel. And that magic you use, I've never seen anything like it. If this is some sort of new technique, then why in blazes isn't Luis's army making use of it?
No.
Nothing he shouldn't have already been capable of, I assure you. But all the same, you'll be lending us that key now, yes? It does seem like you have some skill. You're not working for Forden, are you?
Yes.
There's not a chance we'll ever fall in with Forden. In fact, we're the ones who besmirched Sanctism's good name in the exhibition recently. Seems my hands are tied then. But in return, you'll keep this to yourself, you hear? We can agree on that, right? Yeah. We've no intention of blabbery. Our only wish is to study the runner, pure and simple. Exactly. Come on, all. Let's go head to the bridge. Let's head to that bridge.
All
Alright. Not too bad. Had a bit of a stumble not having the right setup, but yeah, that happens from time to time. I'm gonna go grab my item after talking to Taiba. All that you're doing here on the bridge is observing. Got it? You can sit quietly and watch, but don't touch anything. Still can't believe I lost to an unruly bunch of boot stains. Suppose I can't sit on my laurels. Alright, I'm gonna go grab this item real fast, and then I think I'll be seeing you back at that Magla Hollow. Okay, with most of the Cradrius now having been explored, next time on Metaphor Fantazio, we're going to be doing something a little optional by exploring the the port side of the ship, and then heading to the bridge, completing our infiltration. So, with that said, I'll see you soon.